Hello, hello, hello. Hello, it's me. Just we're gonna go live. Hello, everybody. Hello. We got. We are going live. Hope. Hey, morning. What's up, everybody? Just thought we should go live and burn paint together. Who's down? How's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me? Can everyone hear me? Hey, Ryan, Enthusiast, Lewis, Alfred, Becca, Nikki from Utah, Dave, Pete, Franco. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm just tired. You guys ready to burn some paint live? Let's do it. Can you guys, everyone hear me? Let's burn some paint. So here's what I got. I went to Harbor Freight, and I have a video I think dropping tomorrow. And then I decided to buy a Bauer. So I got this. I bought the compounds they had in stock, which, you know, believe it or not, their compounds are pretty expensive. So I bought M210 and McGuire's 110 for my cutting. I bought their microfiber pad now. But let me show you the paint here. Tell me if you can see it. I won't be able to see the screen while I talk here, but can you guys, can y'all see that? Let me know if you can see that. Who can? Takes X some ghost. Hey, but you all see that, right? It's pretty gnarly. So he had a couple things he wanted fixed here, and we have a couple choices. I could chase this, right? I probably chase that with wool, knock it down. But I think for the bigger scratches here, I'm gonna use 2000 sanding situation. The thing you have to worry about is when you get closer to this spot. You see this spot right here? When you get closer to that spot, oh wait, Bruce is here. Hold on, let me glove up. Let me glove up, because Bruce starts, no. Bruce is in the house, I'm gloving up. But yeah, we're about to wet sand this mug. Yeah, we're gonna have fun doing it. And then I'm gonna see about fixing some paint. Now my worry is, I did a thickness gauge reading on the whole car. So right here, oh, it's all good if you can't stay and watch. I just did this out of nowhere. So right here, it's about 4.5 mils. So make sure you glove up because Bruce is on, and Bruce don't mess around, dude. Got you, Bruce. I'm in it. All right. So what we're gonna do is, instead of chasing this with a rotary, I'm gonna scuff it a bit just to blend it. So I'm not gonna get this perfect, okay? So I'm using CarPro stick disc. These were made for me by none other than the Sandman himself. And when we're scuffing paint, now the goal is I'm not trying to scuff it in the sense of get it perfect. I'm just trying to blend it. So with dry sanding, you just want to go lightly up and down, and then we'll hit it side by side. So you see, you try to blend it so it matches. Don't go too much, because 2000 grit's pretty gnarly. But what I'm trying to do is get the edges here. So when I hit that with the polisher, I don't have to stress about it, and I could blend it. Now you could do this wet or dry, but you just want to be careful. Don't go too hard. Let the actual stuff, the sandpaper, do the work, because I don't feel like paying for paint again. Now I'm going to do that for this area. Can you guys see this scratch right here? You can see that scratch right here. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Conway? It'll be the same idea. And get that. Hit that up right there, boom. All right. So I'm not, like I said, it's not for perfection. I'm just blending. I'm just blending it so when I polish it, I don't have to stress about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's another one over here, but for the sake of this video, I think that's good. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna chase that a little bit more so I could burn it. Pray for me, brother. All right, so that's what we have. Now, if you haven't tried McGuire's 110, that stuff hits hard, son. So I'm just gonna use this wool pad. I'm gonna do my first cutting step, and just to show you, that's what we did to blend that. You can see that. Yeah, 6-handed is real good. They're real good. They're real good. Look, we're about to knock this down. Pray for me. So I should use Picar because that thing hits hard, but I'm just, for the sake of following through and don't feel like I wasted my money on a video that costs like 400 bucks, I'm just gonna follow through and use McGuire's here. But I'll probably use Picar or Visor to get this down. And then, dude, why is this pad crooked like my life? Where's Bruce at? Bruce, help me out, bro. Shout out to Bruce. He's starting the DIY detailer stuff again. So make sure you go to his video Thursdays at 6 Eastern. And then we're just gonna knock. Spot correct. We're gonna spot correct. Now again, I'm not going for perfection here. Dude didn't pay for that. He's still in the truck, but the idea was to try to get the scratches blended. So that's what we want to do here. You could see that those scratches were pretty gnarly, right? So you're gonna have some haze, a lot of haze here. So you just want to make sure you hit that up with another step. But let's go here again. This is McGuire's 2000 grit. Oh, and I'll show you after I knock the scratch down a bit more. It looks pretty bad. Don't go. That Merkle makes no noise, bro. It's like my first girlfriend. All right, go here, this way, and I wanna grab it past the scratch part, so when I blend it, it comes out a lot better. You know what I'm talking about? And then we'll do this section right here together because this part's horrendous. If you haven't used 205, watching this gives me. You'll be fine. Wet sand is not hard. Just don't go overboard. The problem is we tend to try to chase perfection. Remember, you're chasing a blend job here. So like it'll never be perfect, especially since you're blending it. Yeah, 205. I'm using 110 right now because I have deeper scratches here, Conway, on the edge. So I'm trying to get the edge a little perfect, but I just said don't go for perfect, but I lied to you. I'm going for, and 110 is pretty aggressive. So just watch your temps on your pad, because what you don't want to do is burn the edge, or even you could even do that with the DA. A lot of people don't get it, but 210 is pretty aggressive. Yeah, 110's a monster. This is, so you, like when you're using 110, you do not want to keep going. I'll do it one more pass, because 110 is super aggressive, super aggressive. And I don't tape off edges. Maybe you should. Maybe if you need to, tape off an edge. Now, what do you see? Chat, what do you think? I still got to blend it. I still got to polish it out, but what are you thinking? I'm thinking we did a good job. Now, let me show you this right here. This, believe it or not, is almost to the, I'm trying to just feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. So it'll be the same ordeal here. Like I could chase this with the rotary, but chasing that with the rotary brings its own problems because I'll be taking too much clear off, where I could just level it out a bit with sandpaper. And this is the worst spot on the truck, this in the door front, which I'll show you, but this would be the same ordeal. So I am gonna come in, there's a way to do it flat if you have a flatter stick. Again, It's like you're not gonna grope your wife up like you're a gorilla, right? Just let it be, man. Soft. And then change your direction so your patterns are equal and even. And you're just gonna do it soft. I'm gonna have to do this whole section here because it's pretty gnarly. The cool thing about these discs is when you want to take the clear off, you just, yeah, they slap, bro. These discs are wild. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we're not chasing, I'm trying to just level these scratches. So when I come in with the Merca, like I'm not even gonna do the edge because I'm nervous. Like this edge right here freaks me out. So I just go to the bigger scratches. And then, yeah, just, oh my Lord. All right, that freaked me out, all right. You could do this with the machine. I just prefer hand. And then I'm just gonna come in and hit that up. And I just want smooth sanding marks, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna blow my pad out because the one thing about 110 that's wild, it gets dusty. 110 does get dusty. I mean, I could do a better job. I feel like that's a hack job. Oh, I only use this for dry sand because it lets me visually see it better without all the water. So this is CarPro Sick Disc. The Sick Disc could be used wet or dry, and this is how I learned from Aaron. Big Red from when we were at MTE. And when Patrick Swayze he just showed me how to do it like this, and it got great results, man. All you're doing is scuffing it. All right, there we go. Again, if you're just joining, I went to Harbor Freight and got all Harbor Freight tools except for the Merca and this polishing pad because they didn't have a 3-inch microfiber one. But I'm using Meguiar's 110. I would use Picar Visor, but like I said, I don't like spending the money and not using it, especially since this stuff was like 50 bucks. Yeah. All right. So I'm only using Meguiar's 110 for my first step with the wool pad. And I'm gonna work that in. And I would just take my time, not just to get the sanding marks out, but to make sure you're blending that. I'll go past the edge here. Go past the edge. And then when it starts to clear up, the thing about Meguiar's is it's so aggressive. When it starts to clear up, you see it haze. You see it, what did someone say here? I've been using a little Kovacs. Yeah, I like that. I got the Rids disc. Sorry guys, I'll re-chat in a second. I just wanted to show you this. When it gets clear like this, you could keep going, but one more pass, and then sometimes if the clear coat is dead, it tends to cake up a little bit. So just use a panel prep if that's the instance. All right. You can clearly, do you see what I mean by kicking up? Do you see that spot right here? You see that spot right here? It kicks up. So I left behind hazing, it left behind some other stuff, but you remember all the scratches that were here? We took it off. Now I'll take my panel prep just to make sure there's no fillers. I'm just using that. And I'll panel prep that mug. And gives me a good area to check what it looks like. So yeah, it looks real good. It looks, to me, that's a huge improvement, right? So again, I'm hiding. I'm not trying to tell them, oh my gosh, I repainted your trash. No, it's just to hide. What did Bruce say? Oh, Merca 20% off. Yeah, Merca 20% off right now is a good deal, actually. Good deal. I mean, Merca 20% off right now? That's a house payment. Bruce ain't lying. That is a house payment. So right now, I'm going to go into my refining step. So I have detail codes pad with Meguiar's 210. Meguiar's 210 slaps. I used to be a huge Meguiar's fan of 205. 205 by itself was built different. Meguiar's 205 was ahead of his time. I think it's Kevin Brown who got me onto that when I first started. I watched him and I was like, dang, dude. I'm gonna do this whole section and I'm just gonna finish this out so you can see it, the before and after. And then we'll go through over the strategy of how we're gonna get the paint. Because now, here, the problem I'm going to have is when I come to this side, you'll see some unevenness in the clear coat. This would be shinier than this one. But we'll see how it works out. Meguiar's by itself, touched by God, dude. I wanted Endgame to be kind of like the 205 on crack. Because to me, the 205 did work. Cool thing about Meguiar's, it has beautiful work time. I don't know, the purpose of this video, I guess, I can't even read chat, I don't even know yeses, was anyone can wet stand, is just take your time, don't overdo it, don't chase perfection. If you're masking something, mask it, and let it be. And remember, it's like you get to diminishing returns. So the more you do, there's going to be something that's going to give back. So you don't want to take it too far, in my opinion. But what do I know? I just detail from my garage. I do more paint correction than anything else here, because that's what I love the most. And then 210, the difference between 210 and 205 is less dusting, because no cap, 205 dust the hose off the street. And look at that, everyone. My Lord. All right, let's talk about where we started. And remember the section we did. So we started up here. You guys remember how we started? It was pretty gnarly, right? It was pretty banged up, scratched up, etc. up here. And then we did a 2000 grit. We did Meguiar's 110, and then we did 205. So now we have another section I have to chase over here. And we'll do this together as well, so you can see what I'm talking about. Here. You see that? So I'm just gonna blend that, because if he sees this, and then he sees this, he's gonna be pissed. So just, if you're gonna do it, go all the way, kids. All the way, like you did senior prom. You know what I'm talking about? All the way. Let me bring you down here so you can see it. So this is a scratch, that's a scratch, that's a scratch. Oh, that's gonna be a dope class, Conway. All the way to first base, shout out to Mike. So, same idea, just take it easy. I'm just gonna scuff this scratch up, and I'm just gonna do a spot check here. And you can see that there's a deeper scratch here because it starts to, you can see the outline of the line. And then you could, to make it easier, you could just take it easy, man. This is, you don't want to go too far that you can't come back from. And like I said, I measured the paint already. I'm at 4.2 something on the clear, so I'm good. And then you see how it's like spotchy like that? You just want to come now a different direction and try to blend that up. And I think these are the only two spots that I have to worry about. And always go past your scuff mark. Always go past it. So that way, all right, cool. There we go. There we go. So then my thing is, I wonder, If man, I'm thinking if I think of 210. I'm gonna try 210. So I'm gonna try 210 on a microfiber pad to see if it does God's work. Maybe not. We don't know. I'm using 2000 grit. It is a Car Pro stick disc here. You missed the beginning. The beginning was the worst scratches. I'm using that dry. And I'm doing spot sanding, spot correcting. So then that way I could blend the whole panel. Oh, thanks, XM Ghost. How's everybody Saturday doing? How's everybody Saturdays doing? Rupes damned sanding disc tested on a junkyard hood. Some a-hole sideswiped me. Oh Lord. Oh gosh, bro. Like, sorry about that, bro. That sucks. All right, so I switched it up. I'm gonna go 210 to see if 210 could get this off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cutting step, switch my pad, leave the compound on there, add a little more to my pad of the 210, and then come back and blend it in. I'm assuming it could take it off, but we don't know. We don't know. I bet Adam over here garaging it up. Bruce, it's raining where you're at, Bruce? Lord. Sunny day today. I gotta get this truck done. Both Paprika and Fabulous are good. Merca. What's up, Jamie? So now I went 210 again, but I went with the detail coat pad to blend that in. And then we're gonna clean this mug up. Now, if you're just joining, I'm doing spot sanding, just showing you my technique, and then correcting it and how I took it off. We're using the Car Pro stick disc. Those are, I mean, to me, they're the best sanding disc I've ever used, but what's the best anymore? We should get Pan on here and ask him what he means. All right. And look at that, 2000 took it all off. So maybe I don't use 210. You go the less aggressive method. I use 210 to finish and start. And now if you started with me from the beginning, this whole section here is complete. I don't know when the Shine is going to release their new EB core list. What do you guys think about the work we did here? Wild. That's nuts. Look at that. Dang. That is nuts. All right, we got one more on this side. Like, I'll show you where we're started at, so you could don't be alarmed. So, if you look on this corner here, that's where we started at. You see that? All those? I'll get you closer here. You see that? And this is where we ended at, over here. So I'm only chasing these deeper ones if they are, but then we're gonna do another test right now to see if I could just get that off with a polisher. But you can see that right there, right? That's what I'm dealing with. Oh, when's the mandate happening? Yeah, dude, the rest of the panel's hashed. The rest of the panel is hashed. All right, we're gonna take my Harbor Freight tool. Shout out to Harbor Freight. I got this Bauer. Now, if you haven't used I have a video coming, but I want to see if we can get the job done with cheaper tools. Since I feel like 210 could do the work, I'm just gonna use 210 on the microfiber, and then I'll finish out with the finishing pad as my next step on this door here. Just to get it rolling. The thing about the Harbor Freight tool that I hate is it's super loud. So I apologize if you hear it. But we're going to do this section together. Can you guys see? Hey, chat, can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? And we got 57 people on. We should do something. Who's on? Looks good. There's a tool. What's happened to the tool? What type of battery? All right. Oh, that kind of worked down pretty quick. I hope I didn't screw the pooch here, fellas. Ladies. I'm gonna put 210 on my pad here, and then see how that comes off. Ay, papi. Now, fun fact, when the compound gets clear like that, you gotta stop, okay? Don't keep going. When the compounds get clear, do not keep going, especially with Meguiar's, because at that moment, you're wasting your time, fellas. All right, so 210 by itself, without the rocks in the bottle, gave me this result. Oh yeah, look at that, good Lord. All right, cool. So I can't, wow, that's crazy. 210 is nuts. You guys see that? Oh, that's wild, bro. That has me excited. That has me very excited. Let's make sure we're not false positives, like, you know. Oh, yeah. Man, that's wild. That's cool. Check that out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Look, Epic is the man. Shout out to Dave. What do you guys think? Check that out. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Let's go do this end here. The same method. This side too, pretty gnarly paint. You can see it here. That paint is pretty gnarly. So we'll correct this whole section. Like again, I'm using Meguiar's. I'm using a Grant. Let me come back here. Let me bring this here because you guys got to understand what I'm using. This is great. I'm using this mug. You see that? Epic is my mentor, everyone. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not, but that's my guy. All right, look at that. I'm using this. Everything I got from Harbor Freight, I'm using. And we're going to correct this. So what I'm noticing is that if you're doing this for money, I mean, you could just run with that and be good. Because I'm not even using 110. 110 was hazing the paint too much and it was annoying. That actually did God's work. I'm going to blow my pad out. Be right back. Man, that was crazy. That actually has me happy. Happy, happy, happy. So the polisher I'm using today, it's a Bayer. Bayer? How do you say that? Someone chat. How do you say Bayer? Is it Bayer? Bauer? It's a Bauer. So I'm using Harbor Freight Bauer. I'm using Meguiar's. I got all this from Harbor Freight. And then we're just going to do this correction together. So I'm doing their microfiber cutting disc. You know their microfiber cutting disc, believe it or not, feels like a visor pad. And their actual disc right here, this right here, if it would stay stiffer, it would be a lot better. We're gonna do this whole section. Oh, sorry guys, I keep moving you, I apologize. Can you all see that? I hope you can see that, I'm so sorry. All right, the one complaint I have with Meg's 210 is I wish it had longer work times because you can see it's drying out a bit. Can you see it on video? And I only did 2 passes, so it's kind of weird. Like if I take Picar right now, and I can show you, I'll show you an example of what I mean. So I have to add more. Yeah, that's weird how fast that's drying out. That's wild to me. I don't know what's happening. Why it would be drying out too fast, but I'll show you an example of what I mean by power car. Let me finish this section. Like it's, all right, when you do a bigger section, what I'm seeing here is this right here is just drying out quicker on this side, so I can't do a full correction here, so I'm gonna have to break it up. Now, I'm not doing the fender, bro. You guys in this fender thing, bro, I have Tourette's, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the pad's prime, dude. I already used it like 5 times. No, Meg's is good. It's just what I'm seeing here is it does a great job cutting. For me, it doesn't do a good job working out. Like I need a little more time. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that thing does more than my life. Let me go get another compound and I'll show you an example of what I mean. Let me get another compound here. So I would put Meguiar's 210 in the same realm as like Picar. You know what I'm talking about? 210 and Picar 02 would be for me the same bit. So I blew my pad out. I'm gonna show you the working time of that because that was kind of weird. And I am gonna add it on camera so you don't think I'm being that guy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I'm that guy. So for David who said I didn't prime the pad, I'm gonna massage this in all the fibers again. But remember, I already used that polish already like 3 times on this pad, Meguiar's. I'm gonna just show you this section here, and I'm gonna show you the work time. So you see that work time? I have, look, just already you can tell the difference of the work time, right? You can see the work time here. I have a lot of stuff. Meguiar's 110, 210 was not giving me that work time. Yeah, I'm gonna keep seeing. So that's what I want. So the pad's not too hot, the panel's not too hot. It's giving me great work time. Man, that's disappointing. I wish it would add like more oils, whatever they do in Meguiar's, to let me get a little more out of it, because that would be a slapper, bro. I'm using Picar again. So usually when I do this, I come in. And I'm gonna finish. Now, if you want a headache, you use the Bauer 98 hours a week because that thing's loud as crap. Oh my Lord, bro. Whew. Good Lord. My goodness. Look at that. What do you see? Huh? I might switch it up to Picar, guys. I'm going to switch it up to Picar because that looks awesome. Yeah, I'm going to switch it up with Picar and do the rest of this. Let's do one more test on the corner here of the top. But what I'm seeing is the Picar gave me a little bit longer work time. You saw it on camera. I wasn't making that up. It allowed me to work it a little bit because sometimes you need that extra, hit. Yeah, let's go here. So we got one more area that's pretty banged up. We're not going to wet sand it. I am just going to do it on video to see if we could get it out. Let me get you guys down to see it here. Now, in your camera lens, you probably think, "Whoa, that looks nice." Did you see that? You can see that here. That is the spot I did not do. Right here. So we'll use the Merca. I'm going to use Picar, the same pad to start and finish that right there. So we can get it looking like the rest of the paint. But so far, so good. I'm not going to wet sand that because those spots I think will come out with my scenario and my setup. Yeah, Tanner, you're right, because the 205, you used to have to spray water and get a little bit of work time. But I don't want to spray water, bro. I'm lazy. Then I got to carry a water bottle around. Then I got to carry a water bottle around. Then people are like, "Oh my gosh, carry the water bottle." So I'm using Picar. You can see it using Picar. I'm going to hit that up. And I'm not using their cutting compound. This is their one step. It's the Picar 02 here. And we're going to do this scenario together. I'm not gonna lie, the DIY purple wool slaps, bro. You guys remember when this first came out and we thought this was a scam? I even did it right. So look, I've been cutting it with the wool, with the Merca. I think I'm at 1500 RPM. It's not hot, and I still have a lot of liquid on there. You see that? I can still keep going. So, but I'm gonna do one more pass and then we'll finish her out. And the cool thing about this is I don't have to wipe it off because I'm gonna use the same compound with my finishing step. All right, 0 heat. That's pretty nice. 0 heat. Our blue pad here. Yeah, Merca is wild, dude. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with chat and trying to cut this, and I'm sorry if you have questions, let me know. Oh yeah, this paint was hammered, bro. Like, the results though. We'll show you the end because we're doing good work here, and we're not wasting a lot of time. I'm talking about, I probably would have been done already, but I'm just trying to, I guess, teach, educate, hang out, show you how I wet sand spots. Where's Tanner at? Tanner, where you been, dude? Hope your health is good, bud. I haven't seen you troll a comment in a long time. Ooh, baby. Oh, my Lord, I just dropped my rag. God bless me. All right, what do we think? Chat, what do you think? You saw the condition of this. What do you think? Yeah, I think we got a winner. I think that is a big improvement. Rag down, rag down, the rag's down. I'm upset. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, I almost died on my Viper chair, dude. Can you imagine? All right, we're gonna do this section too and get that knocked out. I usually split my truck up in sections, so I would do one section, then move to the next section. 10-second rule. He said, the cinnamon roll place is open today, bro. It is. It is open. Cool thing about Pi Car too is I don't have to blow my pads out every 2 minutes because it gets annoying, but I blow it out every section. I don't use a pad washer. We're gonna do this whole section. Can you guys see it? You guys see it. So if I would have went in with Megs, no, this is no slight to Megs, I still think they make amazing stuff, and this is just my opinion. If I would have went in without blowing it, there'll be dust all over. So I'm gonna get this section as close as I can to the lip because I don't like taping off. So one thing I noticed, it doesn't stain trim. If you do get someone to trim, just take a APC or a rinseless wash and you're Gucci. Now, my preferred method is always the mow down technique. I like going back and forth just to cut the clear a little faster. But you can do it whatever way you want. That works for you, that you've been taught. We're gonna leave that on there. And again, it's not hot. And I still have a lot of liquid on there to get the job done. Guys, I think my vacuum plate on my Merc is about to blow out. Pray for me. Pray for me I can make it through this. Keep hitting the tripod too, like a dork. So, any questions about polishing or any discussion you want to have, let me know in chat. Again, I'm trying to read it after I finish going through the sections. There we go. I got one more section on this hood, this section, and I'm done. Dude, Pi Car is in the wild. Look at that. I could polish for days. It's got nice work times. It doesn't dust. And it makes it super easy to just get the job done. What do y'all think? Remember, that's a one-step compound, so I'm not even using a more aggressive one. I'm using this, so you could just use whatever pad you want to get the result you want. Look at that. My Lord, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Clean Garage has Merc on sale. I know, I wish I had Merc on sale a year ago when I bought this mug. Merc is awesome. The Merca is awesome. We got one more section that I'm gonna tag with the Merca, and it's this one right here. Anytime I get near the gas cap, I get kind of paranoid. And that would be, you're like, why is this guy in a jumpsuit, bro? It's cold as a mother out here, bro. I'm not gonna cap, it's cold. Woke up this morning, and it was like icicles on the car. The sun is deceiving. I'm gonna blow my pad out. If Bruce is watching, I'm gonna do this outside, Bruce. Just so you know. I'm gonna blow me pad out. And then we're gonna hit this with Pi Car again, and the Merca, and the DIY wool. Seems to be a great combo. Really digging it. Really digging it. Oh my Lord, bro, I keep hitting you guys. I'm so sorry. Who we got? How much was the insurance claim? How much was the insurance claim, bro? All right, the goal for this section is we got this right here. So you guys can see how all the scratches still exist because I didn't touch this area with the polisher. So we're gonna hit that with the Merca, and this panel should be good to go. So, Tanner, how much was the insurance claim? Because the Hummer costs a lot of money, dog. ride this edge. I'm gonna work this area a little bit because it had a lot of scratches in it. So I'm gonna come in, ride that cup, come around. If you're a happy Easter, if you're celebrating with family tomorrow, we have an Easter egg episode coming out where Yum tells us all the Easter eggs on how to use his products in different ways. Stay tuned for that, it should be pretty cool. All right, I'm only working this a little longer because there was a lot of scratches on this area. I'm gonna grab this. And I'm gonna finish it out. Normally I would do this with a bigger polisher, but since you got these edges here, I just want to make sure I gather them and then finish it out good. And that's what the good Demerca's for these scenarios. I would never polish the whole truck with it, by the way. All right. Let's get closer. Ooh, get closer. I'm burning up. There we go. All right, so what we got? Polishing residue. Check it out. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big improvement. Big improvement. All right, there we go. That was my Saturday morning cartoons with y'all. What we got next? Let's talk. Tanner, how much did that Hummer cost, bro? Tanner, tell me how much that Hummer cost. How much did you have to pay? How much did you have to pay for that stuff that you did without looking it up? All right, what was everyone's thoughts? What do you think? Let's talk. What did everyone think? So I got the whole back of the tailgate done. That was the hardest part. Actually, that was the most damaged part of the whole truck. There's some areas here that I have to wet sand, but check my requests. Who you talking to? Oh, so customer was cool. Customer gave me a 1-star review. Eddie C was solutions finish. Inclined to, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, new flag, bro. New flag. Go, yeah, Tanner. Yeah, ghost. Tanner be ghosting everybody. He'll talk to you one day, then the next day he'll act like he's not alive. All right, so that's it, man. That's what I wanted to show you. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Shout out to everyone who subscribed. Tap it. Man, what else should I do here? Yeah, this right here. I think this right here. And I wanted to show you the McGuire's first to show you that McGuire's is real good. Like McGuire's is real good, but the work time is a little different, right? So this one, for me, works better, cuts a little longer, and then finishes out just as good or better than the 210. The 210 itself, right here, or this is the 110. The 110, dude, the 110. Be careful with that 110, all right? That 110 hits hard. The 210 itself, right here, in my opinion, great work time, and it should be. Man, it has great work time, but it dries faster on wool. So if you're using like a 1-step and you want to do like I call it a 1.5 step, where I'll cut with wool, come back, leave the polish on, and use the finishing pad real quick to bang it out, it's not good for that. It doesn't like it. So if you use it with foam pad though, you get longer. Yeah, I still am. Yep, I feel better. I feel better. Clean Garage not showing on sale. Yeah, you have to use the code. They sent you an email for the code for that Clean Garage coupon. Talking about sales, we got one coming tomorrow, kids. That's going to be wild. All right. Car super legit. It did God's work on the 32 Ford Coupe, but be careful with the O2 cut. Yeah, the O2 cut is, you see it right. The O2, this all right. So this is what I learned about Car stuff. Um, O1, I would not. How do I say this without being weird? If you need it, you have it. Does that make sense? O2 cuts as strong as some people's compound, but finishes out amazing. So this right here almost cuts as good as the A50 from Fine Lab. And if you don't know what A50 is from Fine Lab, that thing cuts hard. Yeah, or O1 is a rare use for sure. You know what's amazing? O3 is actually wild. Nah, I don't think so. There's gonna be a Thor tour. A50, look, I have let me show you my cabinet, guys, because I don't think you know the brevity of what I got. All right, so A50 is the compound I always keep on hand in case you got to bring out Jamal the hammer. So, by the way, let me turn this around so you can see. So, just so everyone's aware, I have A50 right here. Does God's work. You know what else does God's work? All the NV stuff, bro. I got so much stuff here I probably should be. Oh, this wax. That's something special. That wax is special. But yeah, so this is the side I already finished. I already did this side. I already dressed the tires because I was over this truck. You know how you would get over this truck? I always leave the tires for last. I dressed that mug and said, I'm done. Last thing to do is finish the tailgate because I always do the side, then I come back and do the front. Finish the tailgate, and then this is what we just did together here. And then this is the rest of the truck. So, what do you think? We should West End those? Yeah, David, I get down, son. I need to clean my garage. You're right. You just called me out. David, why are you always looking at? Stop looking so hard, David. All right. Why do you think Ivan would never come do a tour at my house? So, yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know. Conway, what do you think? We West End these or what? Conway, what are you thinking? What makes you nervous is this edge. You have to tape that edge. I don't feel like taping stuff. I don't think it's worth it. I think risk reward here. What do y'all think? Yeah, so that's how the paint goes. You think I should dry sand that? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna put you back on a tripod. We're going back to work. We're gonna dry sand this mug. Put you here. He said dry sand it. We got to be careful here too. This is the lesson that we're probably going to both learn today. Is if you get too close to the edge, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying? So you see this right here? Oh, can you guys hear me? What is going on? This phone is weird. Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me? This is where it gets gnarly. That is where you find your religion. That's where you feel like, if you're feeling froggy, you jump. You know what I'm talking about? Because now we're talking edge here. Let me get you close. See if I get you. Yeah, this, I have no idea. That's, you see, and when I measured the paint here, the paint was good. So I don't know what the heck that is. It could be that you're using harsh chemicals, and the harsh chemicals is causing it to come up. So let me get you here so you can see that. Can you all see that scratch? So here's what we're working with. Part 2 of Eddie Burns Paint. Here's what we're working with. Oh my Lord, bro. All right. I'm gonna be honest, a part of me is like, nah, dog, skip it. But then the question is, what the heck is this? What is that? No balls, no burn. I'm in it. I'm in it. Oh my Lord. How close can we get, Conway? Before I realize I gotta paint the whole door and it's trash anyway. Oh, dang, my sanding's nasty. No, Lord forgive me. Last time I said that on the live, I burnt through paint, cost me $300. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna see if I can get closer. Oh no. Let's see if I can get closer here. Oh. Last time I was this nervous, guys, is when I was going to prom and forgot the breath mints. You know what I'm talking about? When you forget the breath mints and you ate a pizza because you were chubby, and you use football as an excuse to eat what you want. You guys don't remember those days. You guys don't remember those days. All right. Oh. Let's move the cart. The cart has me a little nervous. No, we're not close to the middle yet. We got time. It's not. I'm going super slow. You know, Patrick Swayzeing it. I'm just thinking of Big Red touching my arm and telling me, "Take it easy, Daddy. Just taking it easy." Just go slow, soft movements. All right, that's all I'm doing. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna hit that mug with panel prep. See what happens. All right. So let's see if it'll blend, huh? Get closer. Ooh, get closer. I'm burning up. Hey, do you all want to see? Oh, that was 2,000 grit. 2,000 grit. Hey, do you guys want to see if this could take it out? We should try it, huh? I have an old PC 7204. Oh yeah, I use the 15 millimeter, 21 millimeter. Yeah, you're good, man. You just need if you want to get the details, kind of like having a couple lenses when you're shooting a wedding. You have your main lens, which will be your main polishing machine, and then you'll need like a B lens, like a portrait lens that you bring out for the portrait. So you might want a smaller polisher, is what I'm saying. Yeah, we're gonna see if Picar could take this out. And remember, I'm using a very soft pad here, okay? So it's nothing wild. It probably didn't take it out, I'm gonna be honest. I probably need to use a cutting pad, but 2,000 grit. This says it could take 1,500 out, but I'm pushing the pad because this is a finishing pad, not a cutting pad. So I'll do a couple mow down techniques here, see what happens. I'm putting a little more pressure too, so I could have the compound do the work, but it's not hot. Oh, what do you think? You think, chat? You think this took it off? You think it took off the sanding marks? Oh my Lord. What? Nah, that didn't do shit. Sorry, I'm laughing. I think this is hilarious. That's funny, dude. Yeah, way better. I still got some sanding marks. So I'm not chasing perfection here with that sanding. I'm just gonna blend it in more. It needs a little more cutting, aggressive step. But Picar did good. You see how good that cut with just a. I wonder if it would take this crap off. What's that crap? Yeah, Picar did God's work. Yeah, you see? So you need that little more bite. This is a little deeper. That's all the way to the primer, so I can't get that out. But the blend on this one went away. I could probably chase that with 1,500, but I'm not going to do it. And then it took the graying off. So, yeah. Yeah, let me do something real quick. Conway, I could chase this with 1500, but I don't think it's worth it, dude. I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna be honest. To me, you gotta know when to fold them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to fold them. Using Picar and the finishing pad. And I'm using a Picar with a Bauer from Harbor Freight, just to show you that tools don't matter. Better tools have better fit and finish. Man, I think I get that more. No, I'm not touching that. I'm good. I think we improved it enough. I'm not touching that. All right, everyone, what do you think? Let's look at the lights. Let's look at the lights. What do y'all think? Let me know. What do you think? Should I chase it? Should I chase it or not? Yeah, this polisher hurts my ears. What do you think? Should I chase this? Where's Conway at? I'm thinking I need to chase that. I think it's in my right to see if I can knock that down. Yeah. Don't be a hero. And when the hero comes along with the string, I don't know. I'm torn, guys. I'm looking at this paint like I could do it. You know, that's the pride of a man, is to say, or pride of anybody to say I could do it. When you say knock it down, what are we talking about, Conway? Am I going 2,000 grit again? Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. He said go. He said go. Conway said go. Conway said go. All right. And when the hero comes along with the strength to carry on, I'm in it. And you know you can't survive. And when you feel like hope is gone. Oh, Lord, help me. Yeah, I'm going to knock it down. I'm going to grab this one, too. I'm going to see about a horse. I'm going to see a guy about a horse. Soft. All right. I'm going to hit that. One more, come up a little bit. Just to get the high edges. I'm going to hit that just to knock down that edge. You see that edge that was there? That's the goal here. All right, I think we're good. Woo! Let's see. Let's see. I went in. I did it for the culture. Actually, the culture didn't want it. Nah, I'm only doing this for y'all because I would have just polished it and been on my way. But sometimes people want to know how to do stuff. You know what I mean? And you know you can't survive. And when you feel like hope is gone. I hope I don't burn through this paint. That would suck. All right, I think that's good. I think we're going to hit it with the foam pad, and I'm going to call this one good, guys. We're going to call it Gucci. Bye, Bev. See you, girls. Love you guys. Is she sleeping? Have a good day. All right. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I got lost. All right, guys, I'm gonna cap. I got lost in a trance. Yeah, it's a little bit. I can still see the scuff marks here. I think I went a little heavy-handed here, so I need to hit that again. My Lord. You see? Went a little too heavy-handed with the little polishing. All right. And Conway, if I got to pay for this paint, all right, there we go. You like it how everybody blames everybody for their own mistakes when everyone said not to do it? Yeah, she's got little scuff marks I got to get. All right, cool. I got the scuff marks out, guys. Got the scuff marks out. Now I got to do the little, got to get the little refined step. So that's the thing about polishing. You do it by hand because your hands are so uneven and the pad is so hard. If you go too much, you'll get scuff marks, and those scuff marks will lead to sanding marks. Sanding marks sometimes need a little stronger grit to get out. That's probably, you go 2,000, 3,000, but I think we got them out. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Look at that. What do y'all think? That's crazy. That makes me super happy. Man, this Merca is a thing of beauty. Yeah, that's like watching Titanic for the first time and realize he could have been alive. You know what I'm saying? If she would just made room for him on that big ass table, they could have both survived. All right, we got this section here. Now I don't get what's happening here. So this is what's weird to me about this paint. So some paint looks like it's dying. Some paint looks like it's alive. But you see that? That looks weird. Like I get the scratches, but I don't get the grain because it's not dead clear coat anywhere else. But this door and the front door. So I'm assuming they're either hitting it with some chemicals and it's causing that graying. You know what I'm talking about? Where you get the graying on the panel. We're gonna knock that down. I gotta get a Merca battery. And then we're going to knock that mug down. And you can't survive. Man, music sounds fire right now. We got some grain on the panel. And that grain to me, I don't know, man. It's odd. That grain to me is odd. What does everyone think? That grain there seems a little bit, seems odd. Yeah, I did. I don't have paint though. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, clear, like it does. You can see some popping in the clear. But what's wild, Conway, is that when I did my readings, it's on the phone, this had 4.5 mils on here. So I'm not sure. Yeah, good point, Toin. Yeah, I did reading on all the truck first before I sanded. So all the doors were 4.5, the back was a 4.6. Yeah, it's a Dodge. Yeah, I always do. I don't sand unless I know the information. You know what I'm talking about? I would have never sanded this if it was like a 3.2, 3.1. All right, here's a scenario. I'm gonna see if I could get this graying out with just, oh, I'm gonna have to do a two-step on this mug. Hold on, let me blow my pad out. Blowing the pad out. right, got a pad, new fresh battery. Let's go to work here. Everyone's coming in. I did show you some wet sanding techniques. I'm using Picar with a little wool situation here. And I'm gonna get this here. I'm gonna do my edge work first, and then I'll go in with the big polisher and then bang it out. So edge work would be anything considered around the edges that would use a 3-inch close to the door handle here. And then the rest of the panel I would do with my main polisher, which I'm gonna switch it because that one's loud as balls. You know what I'm talking about? And when the hero comes. And then I'm gonna switch my pad out real quick and finish that down. And I just add a little bit for lubrication. I didn't need it, but just for my pad not to be dry. It depends on your paint. How much paint do you have on the car? What's the car look like? The Honda Accord could have a lot of paint and you'd be good. But it's foolish to add, and this is what people don't get. It's foolish to coat a car that you just cut that has a whole bunch of oxidation, meaning that you know the clear coat's failing, so that oxidation is going to come back. That's when it gets foolish, in my opinion. So like this, I'm not going to top it with coating. I'm going to add a spray sealant on it, because the oxidation is going to grow back or come back. There we go. Dang, dude. Picar doing God's work. Look at that. Picar is doing God's work. Let me put this polisher away, but listen, I just want to spend some time this morning, cut some paint with some folks, sand some stuff, have a good time. I think I might end the stream unless you guys want to do something else. Yeah, what's the readings on the hood, man? Jimbo, what's your reading? Do you got a paint gauge reader? No, he doesn't? If you don't, I would just be careful, man. The paint's one thing is like spilled milk. You can't put it back in the bottle, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't? I would just go one step it, see what one step gets you, and if that makes you happy, let it ride. And a one step would be like a pad, like a blue pad, an orange pad, and a great compound, Picar Visor Orange, Rehab, Endgame, all those would be good to go. Anything else in chat? What we got? All right, everyone, I'm gonna head out. I appreciate everyone stopping on. At one point for an hour, we had like 65 people on, so this was impromptu. I just want to show you how I cut paint. Oh, so I'm not gonna use the coating for this. So here's the thing. I'm thinking about using Chemex has been on the site for a year. Where you been? Enthusiast, where you been, dude? Enthusiast, where you been? This guy just asked if Chemex was on the site. Bro, you're trolling, right? He's trolling. Yeah, you're trolling. I'm gonna let that one slide. All right. Yeah, it's a good paint gauge. That's what I use. I always do readings. When I have a car like this, I read it, I send it to a customer in You're Able. I get approval before I touch the paint. Because one thing you don't want to do is they come back and, you know, if paint starts popping on the clear, that means it's close to failure. So you just want to be careful when you're doing that. Even if it has a lot of paint, if you don't feel confident doing the two-step, just do a one-step, you'll be good to go. Man, this guy, dude, he asked if Chemex was in the thing. All right, everyone, happy Easter. There is Easter basket sales going on tomorrow. You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait for the email, but on the House of Rags, appreciate everyone coming on. We got to see Picar do God's work. I should show you Endgame. Endgame's amazing too. Against like some of the best, which I think McGuire's is still up there as some of the, they make great liquids, in my opinion. They still make amazing liquids. I mean, McGuire pioneered it. Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, what sealant? What sealant am I gonna use? Do you want to see a new one? Does everyone want to see a new one? If you stayed this long, do you want to see a new sealant that's coming to the house that I'm going to use? Let me know. If you want to see a new sealant, let me know. You sure? All right, we're in it. All right. So we have after this, I'm not bringing another brand to the house. So I have a brand here that I've been testing, but for a while, and here's what we have. I think like Koreans, people from the UK, Americans too. We know we have our own technology that makes us different. But this is one that has been absolutely wild, in my opinion. What makes it wild? Because I say that about everything. It's the ease of use, but the durability. So this one right here. So this one is from Luminous. It's a brand out of Korea. They make some of the best spray sealants. So they have this one where we tested it on a truck, and then we have this one here. This one. And this one here, Black Diamond, it's more hydrophobic and slickness, but the gloss isn't as high. So you know what this reminds me of? I'm gonna be real honest. So you know how we have like wet coat, and you have wet coat and like this right here. We have, let me show you this. So we have wet coat and we have, what's the other one called? Signature wax. So this is stout. This right here would be stout. What's on my mind? That Georgia. No. And then we have glossy. So this one gives you hydrophobics, but this one lasts longer. So this is a brand that I've been testing. It's real good. They make real good stuff. What separates them from, like, say, some of the stuff that, Labo Cosmetica still makes some of the best detergents, right? They have a pre-wash that's pretty insane here. They have this. They have this here, Blaze, which is wheel and tire cleaner. They have an acid wash. I call this my foreign cabinet. Can you tell? Everything's foreign. My guys, he's visiting. All right, Armor's visiting the foreign cabinet. So we have their pre-wash. We have InnovaCare, but they make real good stuff, and their tire dressing is nuts. So, like I have Clean Tool here, and I have Labo Cosmetica. Kataba. But if you test this against Labo, let me know your thoughts, because I thought that one did real good. So I'm gonna be using one of these on the paint. That's what I'm gonna use to top this today. It looks real good on black. But yeah, that's what I'll be using. Oh, and they have, oh man, I gotta show you more real quick. Just gonna let all the cats out. All the cats out of the bag. All right, well, hold please. Hold. This stuff, all right, you guys know how we use a Solutions Finish to do trim? I think it's the world's best one. They have their own that makes it as dark as Solutions Finish in the last 6 months. This is Luminous's Black Armor for the outside. And then we have their spray coating that rivals everyone's 1-year spray coating. I just haven't put it to the test yet because I feel like me showing it doesn't bring you value. And I have put this against like 365 and Phobic, and it's a spray-on wipe, and it's real good. And they have a glass coating here, a glass coating, and they have a graphene coating. So their Korea's like full line, meaning like it's like a Fireball, if you've ever used Fireball, but their stuff seems to be super dilutable. Like example here would be, where's it at? Let me show you. All right, this rinses wash from Yum. So this right here is God's word, right? So mint. So you know how you use like a bucket shampoo? They have the same type of idea. So they have like a pre-wash, an acid wash, a soap that you can use. This one is called mint. The dilutions on this are for dirty cars, for general use, 1,000 to 1. For severe dirt, 500 to 1. dilute in water. Now this is super high, super thick, and the cool thing about that is it's super. All this stuff is super dilutable. So yeah, hey, this right here, I'm still testing. I'm still testing this right here. This right here. This right here is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Oh, I don't know if I show that, probably get in trouble. Oh, I got 2 of them? I should give, you know what I should do? You know what I should do? I got 2 of these. I should give their rinseless away. The problem is I'm terrible at shipping, guys. Let me be honest. Nah, I'm not reviewing that, John. I'll get, you make up your own, you make up your own stuff. I'm not gonna review, I'm not gonna bash anybody. I'll get fired, get sued, take my company, my house. If you're honest online, they take it real weird, so I'm just keeping myself. What do you think? We should should I give the 2 bottles away? The problem with this is I am horrible at shipping. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? If I tell you I'm gonna ship it, but it takes a while, because unless I could buy it from the store, that's what I used to do to people. If I buy it, you get it right away. Let's do a giveaway. But it's hard to do it on live. It's hard to do it on live. How about this? If you comment on this video, #rinseless, I'll spin the wheel tonight, and then I'll let you, I'll do it that way. Yeah, I can't, I'm not gonna review it. It's, you buy it and use it. This MF is still live. We're still live. Just pick somebody. It's hard because you pick somebody you think you're a favorite. I'll give, dang, dude, this is, let's do like, so people have a chance. Man, but you guys have been on all day. All right, let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel here. What, who made, this is a question, you had to be here from the beginning, right? Who made my polishing blocks? First person. The first person I see wins. You have to be in the US because I can't ship to Canada. Oh, let's do #rinseless. You know what? Screw it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. #rinseless in the comment. I'll spin the wheel. That's the easiest. That's the fair. That's the fair. That's fair. That's fair. #rinseless. #rinseless. That's fair. That's fair. I can't. That won't be right. #rinseless. Let's do #rinseless. I'll spin the wheel tonight, and I'll pick 2 winners. I have 2 Yum rinselesses here. I have a brand new bottle, and these are my last ones. Do it in the comments. Don't do it here because I won't be able to read it from my machine. And I have one that's partially open. Here's the thing. If I send it to you and it spills, I can't replace it. So I'll try to tighten it up better than what we do when we ship. I took jabs at my own company. But in the comments, #rinseless after this. I'll spin the wheel tonight. So the goal is I'll give you all day to do it until 8 o'clock. I'll spin the wheel and I'll choose 2 people. If you're in Canada, you need a US address because I can't ship to Canada. Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. All right, relax. I love you, dude. Love you. I'm going to take the top down. I always do. My stuff is shipping. Yeah. #. All right. So do it in the comments. I'm going to finish this truck. You know what I should do? I should smoke a cigar is what I should do before I finish this truck. Lord knows it's my only day off. And then we're going to get rolling. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. I thought this was a pretty fun live. I'll probably do it more often if I get time. John Weber, you know I'm going to smoke it, dude. I'm going to smoke a cigar right now. Hey, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you. Yeah, I got to get to work. Eddie's always moving. Moving and grooving, baby. Have a good day, everyone. Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks, Lauren. Thank you so much. Hey, new video dropping, actually. I don't know when to drop it because I'm going to be honest. There's a guy who's been mentoring me. I took all his advice on this last video. And it's, to me, it's probably like my favorite video I've ever recorded. There he is. There's Dad. Everyone, if you're not subscribed to Epic, you should. That man's a beast. That man is an absolute monster. His videos are like documentary style, Michael Bay, Avatar. Oh my Lord, I love this guy. All right, I'm out. Go to Epic. See ya. Yeah, I will, Dave. I'll check it out right now. Take care, everybody. Epic Automotive, Lauren. Epic Automotive. Oh, what's the best? So I'll be on all day. The best cigar I smoked was one that you sent me, like an Undercrown. And then I have Cubans from Nick from Yum. He gave me some Cubans. I got Cubans from a guy named Mike Zillis. He sent me some Cubans. Monte Cristos. Look, I'll show you my humidor. Look, no cap, dude. Let's go to work. Look, don't leave yet. All right, we're gonna spark one up for the culture. I'm feeling like we need to smoke something. Hold on, I'll show you the humidor. All right. We're going to spark one up for the culture. Listen. All right, what are we smoking today? Like, oh man, that's busted. Lord, who broke my, dang, somebody broke my cigar. Oh my Lord, bro. You doing this? Or this? Conway got me some smackers too that I think I smoked them all because, ooh, let's do a decade. What do you guys think? Are we doing this? Yeah, what? Ooh. Yeah, we doing this. I'm gonna spark it up. Sit on the porch like I'm old. Guys, look, my coffee bar room, like serious, right? Look, they're all over the place. All over the place. Yeah, we'll just do a smoking chat. I'm down. Haven't done this in a hot minute. Where are we at? We're gonna grab a water. Oh, the last one, Rip. Rip! No, I ain't smoking the last one. All right. Listen, guys. I'm gonna be honest. If you ever smart home your house, meaning you just add stuff to the doors to make it smart. Ooh, I should make a coffee, huh? Dang, and then I gotta go. I'll make one in a minute. You ever smart home your house? Like I got smart things in my house, and I try to automate everything. One day, out of nowhere, the system locked me out. System locked me out. At that moment, I realized that Skynet was a real thing. Lauren, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for watching and then just hanging out. And hopefully today was fun. It was something I wanted to do, something different. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. You ever seen Skynet? So Skynet. Hold on. Lauren, I gotta teach you how to pipe over a cigar. Look, when you're doing a cigar, you gotta toast it, okay? What? I gotta toast it with you on the phone here. So when you toast this mug, you wanna grab it in. You wanna get the edges a little toasty, okay? That way it burns even. You do that like that, and then you smoke it. There you go. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I gotta finish cutting the car. I'm gonna finish polishing the car and cut it. You don't cut this end. I already cut this end, so this end you have to cut, right here. I got a bald spot, but listen, I did smart things in my house because I thought, you know, IT director, I should smart homes my stuff. I'm like, cool, I'll get it done. It locked me out of everything. I couldn't get in. I couldn't get in my house. And then the keys were stuck in the freaking car, in the car that my wife had. So I'm outside and it's literally winter and my house locked me out. At that moment, I deleted the app. I got rid of everything. I said, suck it. Yep.
Hey, Chris, yeah, we're going to sell it. So I have an order in. Thank Kelly and Nick because they sent us an air freight order on their dime, not ours, on their dime. They sent it to us to Thor. So we have Detailer and we have Foam Plus. I did a big order, and the big order should be coming in a few weeks to a month. Yeah, bro, I know they do. So I set it all up. No, I ripped it all out. I'm like, I cannot. I'm telling you right now, after that happened to me in the middle of winter, freezing my coconuts off, I was like, I cannot believe what is happening to me. But yeah, I was like, man, this cigar is wild. Who sent me this? I think yeah. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming on. We got Luminous is gonna be the last thing. Some of the things that we're fixing is our shipping. I think shipping is important. Like we fixed our boxes, our tape. We had to buy that. I need them to pack the boxes better. That's fact. The reason our customer service has to be so good is because our shipping, the way we ship shit sucks. Slick auto styling. Just don't inhale it, bro. You gotta pull a Clinton here, okay? Bill Clinton, don't inhale the cigar. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah. So that's that's the one thing I really want to fix is I want to make sure our shipping is good. The way we pack boxes, we switch vendors because what we learned was UPS drops boxes at 3 feet, FedEx doesn't. So I want to make sure that we get our stuff right. That's the one thing I don't want to worry about anymore. We're on Amazon, so if you're looking to get towels on Amazon, you get that now. Yeah, and I still detail. I think I did 5 cars this week. This is the last one. I do it for content, but I also do it to make sure that my kids have the work because I promised them a summer job so that they have work to do. And they worked late last night to get the car cleaned. So there's a lot going on. Pull a Clinton. John. John. Just don't inhale it, bro. But yeah. Yeah, I know you do, Corey. Corey don't mess around. But Corey, you know what we have? We have them. We got a call from one of our distributors that we buy stuff from that wasn't happy with how we were boxing stuff. So we have some things in place. They had a meeting, so hopefully they could get that done. I think it's a rush, right? Because we get so many orders now. I think if you look at the order volume, we're at 1,900 orders since we started. We're going on month 7, and we're at 1,900 orders. Willie Nelson. Corey, you're funny, dude. Corey. Hey, Thor, how was hey, Lazy Jones, did you try anything from Detail yet? From Thor, like did you try the towels and any soaps from Detail Co? Like what were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? Look, we still have 37 people. We've been on for almost 2 hours. 2 hours we've been on. 1,900. Yeah, we're 19,000. Sorry, 19,000 orders in 7 months. Yeah, we hit 19,000 orders. We ship about 3,000 boxes a month. That's not to brag, but we when we're shipping so much, I think what's happening is they're just throwing it in a box and shipping it. We need to make sure shipping is rolling. Yeah. So, what does everyone think? Yeah, John. What's the best dilution for Affinity and Sword? Yeah, Sword you can use anywhere from straight to 1 to 10. So straight would be for like dirty carpets, gnarly carpets, carpets that are stained because we made it to remove stains from carpets and all the plastic panels. 5 to 1 would be like medium soiling. 10 to 1 would be like you're gonna go in and you're gonna fix it. Infinity I use straight on the panel as a drying aid. But if you want to use it on a dry panel, I would do 1 to 3. Oh, Lauren, man, thank you. Oh, I smoked them all. You didn't hear what I said, Conway? They're gone. Gone. I smoked all your cigars. I smoked all John Weber cigars. I got my boy who sent me some. His name's OO Beard. He sent me some, smoked all those. Like, all those have been smoked. Level 2. Yeah, 3-to-1 as a drying aid. I mean, we made lightning to be so you didn't have to dilute it. The goal with Infinity, here's what's the wild thing about Infinity, right? The thing we did, and this is just, we added reactivity in it, and that's just the word everybody used to placate people, but we added an additive in it to dry fast. And the dry fast part was because if you're in winter, or you're detailing in winter, or detailing in the summer and it starts to rain, we wanted it to be like hard, like solid. You know what I'm talking about? Like ready to go in 10 minutes. So the reason it sprays and you see the high spots is because it dried on the pen already. That's that moisture additive, right? Moisture amino additive to spray and dry real quick. So that is the only thing that's in there. The reason you dilute it is because it loves water. So if you were to use it wet on the car that's wet, sprayed on the panel, you'll get zero streaking. It does not have SiO2. Oh, Slick Infinity V2, huh? Yeah, so we're V2ing we have labels coming. Labels was the #1 important thing we're doing, and all the labels are gonna be updated on the next batch. We just finished going through, we put a system in place to check labels, UPCs and things of that nature. And then, so the new labels are gonna be updated, have better instructions, etc. With that, Nemesis V2 is already signed off on. Nemesis V2 went on a big overhaul, like it's something different. Yeah, we're done. David, I just want to focus on the brands we committed to that we brought in. Hopefully they could come out with new products, new stuff, and then we could just push them and make sure that we're not becoming too big where people get lost on the website, because I think that's a pretty bad one. So let me see here. Let me answer each question. Lightning does not. So Infinity V2, what we did was we kept the same formula but dropped the reactivity, so it's stout but easy to apply like any sealant. So you can spray it right on the panel and you would not have any problems. We're still going through testing on that. Why are you guys planning on stopping? Yeah, David, our goal is to always pay homage to those that trusted us with this brand. So I want to build up Mile Deep, Garage Therapy, Yum, Luminous, Gataba. I want to build up Pycar, Visitor. You know, Visitor stopped selling, like, you can't buy Visitor in the US anymore. You actually have to buy it from them directly. So we're not going to be their distributor for the US, but we want to have the Amazon stuff. So Clean Tool, those people, we want to make sure that we pay homage to those individuals and Detail Co. So adding more lines causes problem, like Nova Care. Labo Cosmetica and Maniacs already, like, they're already stable, so we don't have to worry about them. But yeah, dude, I smoked it all. Dude, I smoked every cigar beard you sent. Smoked it all. It's nuts. So let's talk about the next question here. John said, is Detail Co. Doing biobomb scents like Pan and DIY Nemesis? Our Bevy Grape and Juicy Melons, we're gonna announce it. What we have in stock is all we have, and we're gonna dead those scents for a little bit. So it's gonna be a limited run. It was meant to be a limited run to drive, you know, the excitement around it. So if you haven't yet, make sure that you get Bevy Grape. Nemesis V2 is a total rehaul of it. The biobomb's coming out soon. Will probably be Pan stuff, but we don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Sword is pretty promising. What were changes on Nemesis V2? Everything. So I had 2 formulas for Nemesis V2. The formula that you have now was the one that I was like, man, I wanted a sledgehammer of a cleaner. I wanted it to be slick on the cleaning. I wanted it to be slick on when people are using the mitt. But what I learned is not everyone likes that. So I went back to the first formula that we had, but we implemented it different. So you can dilute it 3 to 4 to 1. And it's a truer sense of, instead of being so surfactant heavy, it's a truer rinseless. Super slick on wipe off, dry offs. The protection dies right away. That's what it is. Going through each one. What's your favorite use of BDE? I have a gallon of uncracked for a hot second now. Yeah, I like to use that as citrus. I like to use it 4 to 1. I like to use it 10 to 1 on the exterior of the panel. I like to use it straight on wheels, on tires. No, don't use it on wheels, dog. Don't use it on wheels. On tires to get the most out of it, meaning to reset a tire. That's how I like to use that. Removing bugs in the front straight. Any new products from Kataba coming? Yeah, they got tire slickness. They got a tire coating. and they got a wild, I'm talking about an insane wet sealant. You know what I'm talking about? Like a wet coat, like a sealant that gets wet and all that, and you could just spray it off. Are you going to update the website descriptions to add like the new instructions? Yep, those are going to happen when we come out with the new versions of stuff. What do you mean? Oh, they launched at TR SEMA. No, I don't think we're on the out. Yeah, that's when I don't think so. We still sell their stuff and carry their stuff. Does Visitor have raws that US doesn't allow? Why they changed? No, they just I don't know what happened to the person carrying in the US. I don't know that information. Hey, XM Ghost, how do you want to do that giveaway? Because on a live, it's kind of hard. But you tell me how you want to do it, because XM Ghost wants to give away 225 Thor gift cards. Thanks, bro. That's great. Hey, happy Saturday. Hey, thanks, DB. Mobile Detailing, appreciate you. I love the first version of Nemesis, just cleans. Yeah, it's good. I just want to make it better. Yeah, my mentor for the videos actually is helping me script my videos better, changing the direction I go in my videos, lighting. Like, he's been a real help to me. Like, the last 8 videos have been like a change, and the change has been like 1% change, right? I don't change everything I want. I just change this, change that, change this. So yeah, it's been pretty good. He's been a lot of help. So he's teaching me things that I didn't know or didn't see to help me be better at presenting. What's your thoughts on the new Yum rinseless? New Yum rinseless is a pure surfactant that has a wetting like a polymer rinseless, that has a dry off like a polymer rinseless, but it's not. That's what makes it wild. I will be done with the super dilution calculator and spreadsheet once all the brands are in. That's cool. Can't wait to see that. Conway either man, can't wait for it. I used to love we made the Switch videos. Yeah, the problem with we made the Switch videos, everyone thought I was talking trash on other companies. And what I'm learning is like you can't really say anything without people getting hurt. Yeah, New Yum Rinse was insane. All right, we'll do it next segment. Thanks, Carson. I appreciate you, bro. Is next Nemesis going to have more stable scent? Current one gets funky in my spray bottles. It shouldn't get funky. We actually add preservatives to help it. Like I left the current Nemesis stay in my bucket for 12 days with no weird scents. But yeah, I'll have them look at that. That's odd. Oh, Jojo, yeah, I'll share. So, tire cleaning for me lately has been a treat. So, I really like to get all the dirt and grime off. And then what I learned is you could chase all the brown stuff and the oziates on the tire, you'll damage it. So, I'll hit it one time with either Yum Redress or ADS tire cleaner or BDE. And if it's still browning on it, I'll go in with tar and residue remover from Yum, because you can actually use it on the tires without damaging it. And then when you hit the tire, it'll take the browning off the tire so you can put your dressing on. I believe tires should be cleaned thoroughly. That's just me. I like to clean the barrel. I like to clean the faces. I like to clean the inside of it. I think it just makes for a better presentable look, and it takes off all that dirt grime inside of the barrel. I take tire cleaning pretty serious, like I do like paint correction. Which would you choose between S3 or GT? Oh, that's the coin cost, bro. They're both nuts. I think GT has more dilutions. That's what makes it a winner. S3 scent and cleaning power is just insane. After how long, Slick, with the still water? Yeah, I haven't had that issue, so I'm wondering which is better. Your new Yum is better than my new one. Eddie, tell your mentor that you still have to sing in your videos. That's a hard boundary. Somebody save me. All right, see ya, beer. Appreciate the cigars, bro. Oh, Visitor, they just don't have a U.S. distributor anymore, so you actually have to buy from them directly from Europe now. So we were buying our stuff from Europe. Yeah, that's odd. That's odd, Slick. Yeah, 2 rounds of BDD would do work. Yeah, the new one is just, it's a more traditional. It'll clean the same, just more traditional. And the new one, you know, I'm waiting for someone to make a video on it. It says it causes cancer. That'd be cool. So how's your cigar? Cigar's real good, tasty. It's got a good note to it. Um, it's real good. The cigar's real good. S3 is amazing. Yeah. So here's the thing. So what's wild about these launches, and this is something that I'm learning, is when you're trying to bring all these brands in from the UK and you import them, you're not given a set date when they launch, right? So when we launched the House of Rags, we had like 5 brands on the water, and they all landed at separate times. Clean Tool, well, Mild Deep was first and got screwed, overshadowed. Then Clean Tool, and then it started hitting fast, back to back, back to back, back to back. J Farm, you're hilarious, bro. Can't believe you said that, dude. That's shout out to McGuire Soap. But yeah, and NovaCare was one of those we launched. We ordered it a long time ago. It came out of nowhere, and we're trying to get the people from NovaCare to get on and do behind the brand, so we can see what people get to know them. Because I think the more people understand the person behind the brand, the more likely they'll trust the brand. Does that make sense? Especially since when it's new to the U.S., we didn't do that well. Yeah, that smell, dude. The smell rank. You should have took it in. You should have cleared your sinuses, because it smell. I've never had Nemesis smell rank, but I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm never gonna say, well, you're lying. I don't know. Maybe it did, bro. Yeah, shout out to McGuire Soap, Nemesis V1. Yeah, I think it's important to hear from the brand. So we're getting someone from Novacare to come on. I have a big order to get a lot more of their soaps, and their stuff, if you haven't used it yet, it's pretty good. It's real good. Slick auto styling. You know that Nemesis was never supposed to foam? We've had a lot of flops in Thor. Nemesis, our our towel bags say microfiber. I think these are stories that make a brand, right? Because it's a startup, so you could tell it's a startup because it said microfiber, and then when Jamie was writing the description, he used neat because he wanted to be proper, and people to understand what neat means. So the description suck. That's wild. Yeah, it's true. People are hyped because of because of Nick. Nick showing who he is, and then that's why we're gonna relaunch Mile Deep. We're gonna bring Garage Therapy, someone to come help make content for that. I think it's important to hear from the brand themselves to make it more personable. Oh yeah, Garage Therapy stout, bro. I told everybody that thing is wild. Yeah, John, you're right. I've never had someone want to fly out, but Pan to make. Well, Labo Cosmetica did. And you remember when Labo Cosmetica came to our house and we were filming here? It wasn't like when me and Jamie were here. We're trying to make it a bigger production, so we got better camera equipment, things of that nature. Like it's only us. Like what people don't understand, it's me, Jamie, my wife. I hired a guy named Ivan Flores out of California to be my customer service. I did an interview with one guy, so hopefully I'll call him back. If you're hearing this, yes, we still need you. We're just getting Amazon ready. I hired 2 Amazon ladies, only 8 of us in a Wiley, making Thor what it is, and in our warehouse. Oh, they're sold out. They're sold out. You have to buy the 10 pack. A fish smell? Never. I never smelled a fish smell. You want to shake it or dump the water. Most whiskey drinkers know that neat. Yeah. See, lazy. A lot of people did. A lot of people didn't. Though. So. So yeah, we're Mile Deep's getting a relaunch. I think they deserve it, and then we didn't do it justice. We kind of sucked at it, and this is something that we learn every day. It's like microfiber on the bags. No one caught that. Like it was. So now we put a checklist in place when we do new bags or new labels. It has to go through 3 people for approval before we approve them, and those are things that we didn't have in place before. And then it's truly a startup culture. Like we're remote, so we're not next to each other. The business is ran all in the cloud. Like I set all that up. I set up Slack. I set up Monday, so that way we could track our sales, wholesales, communication. We moved to Shopify Plus. It's a startup. It's all start. It's like we're new. We're new. Yeah, bourbon neat's wild. Uh, I don't know yet, Conway. I don't know. Brands might not be happy with us, so they might drop. I have no idea. We're still too young to know. No odor. Fresh Up leaves a scent. No odor decimates it. So no odor goes in the car. You spray it on the floor, and it just removes it. Like it neutralizes it to zero. So that's the difference. Like Fresh Up leaves no odors and it smells good. Does that make sense? Guys, I gotta get this paint done. I don't feel like doing it. Hanging out with you guys has been fun. We still got 49 people on. Any questions, I'll answer as honest as possible. I don't mind answering it. Yeah, I got like 200 bottles of no odor coming, and I also have the deodorizers coming from Yum. But then I think Bio Bonds might have something cool. Yeah, Corey, I know you're going through a lot, man. I'm sorry you're going through that. Any brands not staying or expansion? Oh, the expansion part. Yeah. I want to expand on Kataba, so I want to get some of their accessories. I want to expand on Yum accessories in the future. Hero should do the trick. I would just use Hero 64-1 and spray it on there and let it sit. Or Job, you could do like an APC and then rinse it down, or use like Labo Cosmetica Paludio Alkaline to remove the bugs, and then you can rinseless wash over it. Merca or PXC80 for portable 3-inch sander. PXC80. Eddie, does the 3PL have increased space for y'all? I feel like 19,000 orders will get bigger. Plus, you share. Yeah, our section has gotten massive. I'm going to the warehouse at the end of the month. Our section has gotten big. We have a lot of stuff. I think our towels, we had 3 containers. I check with the brands that are exclusive to us, like all the time. Those brands that are in the U.S., I don't, because they're all over. So I probably should do that. I haven't really thought about that. Thor, Amazon's going good. We have all our towels there. You'll see Clean My Pan will be next, Detail Co, and then all of our exclusive brands will go on there. The least successful launch was Mile Deep by a long shot. We didn't do them justice. We just announced it, had them on the podcast, and didn't really market it. The most successful one has been Kantaba and Yum, and I think Garage Therapy was the beginning of that, because Garage Therapy prompted us to start marketing early and more often. But like what we learned is content is king. People need content to understand what they're using, especially in the world of when you go to House of Rags right now, you're like, I don't know what does what. No one does. You don't know what does what. Like, you're used to the brands you're used to, so you keep going back to those, right? So every time I launch a new one, you're like, what is this and why is it different? I think that's where the content piece is going to be important going forward for us. Is if you decide to try something and you don't know how to use it, you'll get frustrated. Yeah, it is. And like maybe in the future, if things don't sell, we just cut the stuff that doesn't sell and dwindle it down a bit. When 3PL don't pack the boxes right and it gets damaged, are they responsible for cost? We split it. So it's how do I say this? I can't. You ever worked at an IT firm where it's your company, but you hire augmented resources and things break in production? We own that responsibility, right? It's us. I'm not going to blame the 3PL for how they do or don't pack stuff. That's and we should be more accountable for that. So I say we're responsible for that, but we're working together to make sure that it's going good. Yeah, I'm going to do a warehouse video. Thanks, Joe, about the stuff. Jimbo Slice, you're right, man. Yeah, we need to market. We need more marketing. Yeah, garage therapy slaps. Yeah, the videos that show the demo, show how to use, actually drive more people to buy it, believe it or not. Yeah, David Graham, that's a good question. So right now, like, people want, it's hard to justify what sells because they have a lot of SKUs. So we try to make a decision based off what we think people would use. Does that make sense? So what kind of needs do you see that you don't feel like you have right now at Thor? Yeah, XM Ghost, that's our next update. So we're gonna start doing how-to videos and tie them to the actual products. But if we have 400 SKUs, that's gonna take forever, right? So we're gonna start with Detail Coat Clean, Yum. We have Nick's videos that he gave us. Luminous has their own videos. Kataba has how-to videos. So I think it's important to hear from them versus us. Yeah, you're right. Reggie does God's work on the videos. Yeah, you have dealt with 3PLs. For me, I don't like to blame anyone for my failures. We own it. That's how I feel. Like that's our. If we say we are Thor, then we are Thor, regardless of how I get shipped. Yeah, J Farm, I know. Hey, that's coming from a UKan too. Georgina, like someone from the UK feels that their brands aren't making content. I mean, yeah, I think content's important for anything. Sydney does it real good for PNS. So does ADS is starting to do real good on there. So you got Brad doing more stuff. Um, yeah, they do great work on their content. McKee's Nick Rudder does his own content. Jeremy from Shine Supply does God's work. Jason does an amazing job at Car Supplies Warehouse doing content for all of them. But yeah, you're right, man. The content is key to success. Corey, do you live in Chicago? Yes. Staring Gloss does do good content. Yeah, dude, I just inhaled this. Oh my lord, bro, made my eyes. um, let me see. Are American brands crazy priced in UK? Sometimes the UK stuff is expensive to get to US. Yeah, you have to understand. Like this is what I learned. So I do all the importing and buying for our company, and Jamie does all the US stuff. So it's different. Our warehouse buys everything from the United States. So once we start the process, the warehouse takes over it, and so we have a warehouse manager goes in, says we're low on this orders, right? I do all the UK buying. So when I get to 50% of our stock, I reorder or under 50%. So the cost of goods, there's import fees, there's to put it on the sea, there's hazardous good fees, there's shipping fees. Like there's a bunch of fees that are attacked. So you might see it they're cheaper, but we have to import. Imports when it becomes nuts, and then tariffs on top of that. Like I can't buy anything from China; it costs more than my house. Yeah, new ADS videos have been slapping. They've been real good. Is Thor Media gonna slim back to less shows? It seems some are much busier and some don't get much traction. Yeah, I don't know. Thor Media was a way for content creators to make money because they're like we wanted to be we paid them like celebrities. I'm gonna be honest, they don't do it for free, uh, and that's because we believe people's time is money. So we wanted to hear people's perspective on how they do podcasting. Because if you look at like Christy and Torres, and you look at Nick McGurk's, and you look at Chelsea's and the Funkin' Homies, you look at Frank, the guys from the Omni Garage, they're all different. So you're getting different vibe, and it's always there to see. So the goal of that was to allow people to bridge the gap all over the country and feel like they're watching ESPN sports. So you get something new every day. I like what Sock's doing. He's adding more content to his stuff. So is Frank, where you could learn how to do something. And Jamie's vision for that, because Jamie runs that actually, is to be more like Bon Appetit. You know what I'm talking about? Like you go in, you learn something from a different chef. Let me go make sure I don't miss anybody. Is Thor Media gonna slim back? Okay, 25 minutes from the warehouse. Yeah, international stuff is nuts, but people are willing to pay if the product is good. Yes, they are. All the content from you guys and everyone else on Detail Code products have been good. It's really hard to beat when it comes to an entire line. Thanks, David. I appreciate you, man. Crawl. Hey, I can't shout out China. It cost me 150%. Like, China was good stuff. China makes good stuff, right? But it's just the import cost is so expensive. Georgina, you're wild, dude. Yeah, Will Coding drop estimate. Brandon Nixon. Yeah, we have an order. We got labels being sent through revisions now, so it should be about a month. Hey, Robert, I don't want to lie to you. Don't let it dry in the sun. Exodus is like he can't stand that guy. Since I'm so close to the warehouse, send me a Thor t-shirt directive. I'll be there. Corey, let me talk to the team because that might be a good idea. Yeah, Bon Appetit is going to be the direction of Thor. Jamie's setting that up. He wants something. Jamie's real creative. When you get to know that man, he's wild. The way he does stuff is super creative. So he wants it to be where you come in and you get a bite. You learn how to do something real quick. It's like a sound bite. You get ideas of how to do this, how to do that, how to do this. And that way we could send them like the Mile Deep stuff and they could teach you how to use it. That would be the goal coming up. Christian and I together are hilarious. I love that man, dude. That man's awesome. Christian's on a journey though. He's working a lot these days. Oh, it should be. I think they ordered some stuff for the UK. They have a sea shipment that should be on the sea. Should be there like this month. What other questions, you guys? I'll answer anything you want that doesn't get me sued or fired. I'm down. Yeah, you look. I own the company that even make my size shirt. Isn't that messed up? North Carolina. Hey, Steve. What's up, man? How are you? Yum, Kataba, Clean Tool. Like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Clean Tool, with little content, they sold out. They've been sold out for a while. And NovaCare, Detail Code's not taking story. We need to do more Clean My Pan videos, but I'm doing well, man. Yeah, we got to. Maybe we could do something better to sort that. I gotta take a test. We're coming to the UK in a couple months. Blueberry pad, Buff and Shine. It's a Buff and Shine pad, bro. I don't want to lie to you. It's a Buff and Shine pad. So Buff and Shine blueberry pad, Visor orange pad, Picar orange pad. Picar orange pad is pretty good. Lake Country's blue pad would be those. Yeah, Detail Coat Thick is nice. Yeah, I quit my other job when I launched. Yeah, man, I took a risk. I risked it for the biscuit. I took a risk on my dream, so I only work one job, or two, my detailing business. Yeah, we're gonna be going to the UK to do a Thor tour, so we'll be shooting a lot of content, and then we're gonna go to Korea to look at our factory. We have our own factory. We're a partner. We have a partner in Korea that does all our towels. We'll be doing a factory tour there. Yeah, we have a bunch of brick and mortars in California and Arizona. We have one, I think Firehouse in Florida is going to join us, Mark. But we're looking for more if you know anyone who wants to do it. Georgina, June, I think is our goal. Yeah, we're going to visit Gataba and our Korean partners, like Luminous, Gataba, and our factory. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I use Shield. Oh man, Australia would be nuts. You know I hate flying too, right? So if I fly, it's a stress. Yo, towing, Yum detailer. Visit Canada. I don't know, man. Canada. We should make a visit to Canada. Go to Thor, Canada. Corey, I'm gonna hit the team up and talk to you about that. Yeah, build a box. You said start. He said J Farm said you should start. You should make a build a box starter kit. Tomorrow we're doing Easter egg baskets on Thor. There's like 10 of them. Yeah, SEMA this year is gonna be wild. Our booth is huge. Our booth is huge. I see Cleanto did a version 2 on some of the lines. I got them all. Got them all. I love fighting. I don't mind fighting. I hate flying. Back in the day, I used to be a fighter, bro. Now I'm just keep to myself. Wait, are your roads tiny? Here's my problem, Georgina. What kind of car do I rent? Because my big ass ain't gonna fit in a um, two door smart car. This is gonna be a problem. What's the next big thing? That's a hard question. What's the next big thing for 2024 was a year of rinseless? I think the next big thing is pre-washes. Would everybody agree with me? Like citrus washing, pre-washing, it's the next big thing. John, probably. I have to get bigger sizes too. We got loads of SE. All right, I'm making sure, Georgina. I go over there. Hey, Georgina, listen. Do y'all got chicken nuggets? Because if you don't have chicken over there, we're gonna have problems, Georgina. All right. The Yum change. Oh yeah, we got the Detail Co Yum collaboration wax coming. New color, new scent. Dope. It's coming. It's on the next order. Dude, I know that would be hanging out with Heather would be wild. That'd be sick. Yeah, I think the year of the pre-wash is what we're in, right? The year of the pre-wash is where we're at. Like, I pre-wash everything now. I don't know why. Even when I do rinseless washing, I do a pre-wash, sprayed off, and I go into my rinseless wash. I like pre-wash with a IK sprayer or a Marilax 4-to-1. It just does something different. I think pre-washing, citrus washing does just hits different. Hits hard. I like how you can stack it, so you got a pre-wash, you're gonna foam it anyway, do it. Or I think who did it well was Lava Cosmetica with their Prelidio, where they started pre-washing with their Prelidio alkaline, and you can leave it there. It looks like a citrus. It's nuts. Hybrid washes are becoming big. Oh, Becca, that's a good question. I think it was like 1 or 2 ounces. Yeah, citrus wash in the UK it hits different. Yeah, I saw that. I'm happy for them. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great for TRC to have Matt stuff. Matt has some good stuff. I don't even know how to do that, bro. You're asking me to convert my keg to. I have no idea how to do that. Even when I watch a video, I'm like, if I have to drill a hole or use a tool, I ain't doing it. Yeah, pre-wash is citrus is nuts. The OG Prestol bottles, they look. I pre-ordered them. I can't wait to try them. They should be pretty good. Yeah, but you could use instead of using the citrus and the foam, you can actually use their wheel soap as a pre-wash. Yeah, our acid wash stays at a pH of 1. It's pretty good. This has turned out to be a chill live, everyone. We went from cutting paint. I don't know what's worse, my tool addiction or detail company. I have both, bro. I'm wild. Oh, you're in England too? Oh, New England? Oh, you're in New England. Yeah, man. I would use Chemex has their Old Glory you could hit that up with, or Heavy Duty, or a Yum Citrus, or Garage Therapy Citrus released from Mile Deep. Cleanto, look, Cleanto has this thing. They have TFR, but they also have their industrial degreaser that you can use as a pre-wash. It's wild. You can use Loki, alkaline. Yeah, they're all just wow. It's all good. J Farm. You would ask that. You would. You would ask that question. You would be controversial today, J Farm. The day before our Savior rose, you would be controversial. So I'm gonna answer that. I do think that everyone's citrus is better in some ways than BDE. I think BDE hits hard. I just think it hits the throat too much. So Jamie's changing it. uh, I think BDE hits hard in the sun. Like how sun safe do you need it? Do you need it to dry? Because that's the case, nothing. Because BDE like is nuts. I think BDE is a heavy hammer, right? I think even if you read Garage Therapies and Yum, they tell you both not to let it dry. So I would just, Robert, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you're gonna do it in the sun, just spray it off as soon as possible. You could dilute GT and Yum the same way. Yeah, you got to be fast. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Anything that is alkaline base or heavy alkaline, you do not want to let it dry because you would f yourself. What else we got? Yeah, dude. Hey, J Farm APC, you need to check out InnovaCare degreaser. You need to take it InnovaCare 100% degreasing. That thing is nuts. Yeah, it's freezing over here. Hey, Jojo, I'm not gonna lie to you. While I'm smoking this in the thing, my hands are frozen. I feel it in my lungs. Yeah, Josh has it right. Spraying on the lowers, foam over it. You'll be good to go. It does have citrus in it, or the limonade, right? That's what makes it, because that's what removes the tar. So we did mix citrus in it. How's everybody doing? I've been on for a hot. I've been on for a hot minute. Yeah, 68 degrees. San Diego, what's up? Yo, we're going to California. That's one thing we're going. We're gonna hit California up. We're gonna go to all our stores that carry Thor over there. Yeah, Hard Wash 5-1 slaps. Oh, David. Golfing? Oh, Thor's carried a H2O, VDS, and some other places in California. Do you have extra stiff? Yo, I'm gonna come hang out with you, Christy. I'm gonna eat some of your spaghettis. Yeah, David, dude. I used to long time ago. This is a long time ago. I think it was 2009, 2008. I used to compete in long drive. I was sponsored by Geek Golf. My furthest driving competition was only like 355 because I suck. But for being a big dude and hitting it like that in competition was kind of cool. Now I suck. Now I watch my girls play, so we always play for who gets to pick where we go to lunch. We play best out of 9 holes, and whoever wins gets to pick. So I take it real serious. Yeah, you got crank driver. Which model, bro? Yeah, Primus 2.0 is good. I think Primus 2.0 is good, but there's others that are wild. David, it's going good. I'm still on carnivore. Actually, was doing keto, then came back on carnivore. I feel better on carnivore actually, and I only eat like twice a day, so I haven't eaten breakfast or anything like that. No, we don't have Top Golf near us. Yeah, Geek Golf, long time ago. No, wish we had Top Golf. Yeah, so I have this app called Carney Meat, CARNI Meat. So it tells you what you're supposed to eat every day. So I'll wake up, I'll drink a tea, and then I won't eat anything, and then I'll drink some water, and then later on drink coffee for lunch, because I'll fast until lunch. I usually eat like 4 eggs and some meat, and then for dinner I'll eat a steak or chicken or something with another meat and an avocado, and that's usually what I eat. Bro, we're going to Top Golf SEMA night. I'm down, dude. We should do a Thor party at Top Golf. That'd be nuts. We should do a Thor party. Jamie, if you're watching, take notes. Hey, congratulations on losing 100 pounds, man. What's BMM mean, Dark? SEMA, bro. We gotta go to SEMA. Everybody needs to head out to SEMA. We'll hang out. We'll see if we can get that Uber driver that almost killed us. Hey, see you, Jojo. Thanks for being on. Appreciate you. Any other questions? Brick and mortar. We don't have any in Chicago yet, but if you order from Chicago, you should get it like the next day or whenever it ships the next day. We have it in California, Arizona. I think we're all over California, Arizona. We're in Poland. We're in Florida. Mm-hmm. My favorite chemical that isn't carried by Thor. Um, like a soap that isn't carried by Thor. That isn't carried by Thor. The PNS carpet system is nuts. Hey, Brad, what's up? We were just talking about, Brad, how your content's been off the hook, your how-to videos. What's next for Thor? Get our shipping right so DJ doesn't fire me. ADS in the house. ADS is wild. You saw my last video, right? Phobic is still the best. And I didn't get any tiger striping, so just make sure you apply it right. You should be good. Let it dry too, because it's not. They never said you get it wet in 1 hour. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago. We should go chill. Where in Chicago do you live? Do you live by the warehouse? Um, our spillage rate was less. Yeah, Phobic's doing great. Victor, I'm freezing, bro. I've been on here for like 2 hours, freezing. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna end this live and go finish this truck. What do we have? Truck turned out pretty good. We still got 2 doors left in the hood and the back, and then but I got all the marks off that we were working on. Yeah, V2's gonna foam a bit. I think the one thing for the truck that is the paint's bad. It just sucks. Sword V2 will foam. I know. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the truck. I don't want to do the truck at all. But hey, listen. So we got what was I gonna say to you all? We got a huge booth at SEMA this year. We can't get to the West Hall yet because we have to go like 3 years in a row. Better labels. Adamo, I think our labels suck. My family's gone, dude. They left. I don't know where they went. I don't know where Bev's at. They finished your car last night and they just they're like, I'm out, Dad. Hey, I just started. Tanner, you're wild, dude. You're acting like a drunk. Yeah, let me show you the interior they did. This truck was hammered. This truck was the interior on this was pretty bad. So I'll show you what we got.
see here. So I gotta finish this door, but I finished the rest. So this was a beat up farmer truck, and they finished it last night. Yeah, they did a good job, man. It was bad. If I showed you the pictures, you wouldn't believe it. It was horrible. It was actually pretty bad. Yeah, so I still got this panel to do. You can tell there's a whole bunch of scratches here. And then we have this panel to do, and the hood is bad. Yeah, the passenger seat is bad. The other one's rough. Raw. Dude, it's a farm truck. That's what it is. It's a farm truck. No, Eddie doesn't. I burned paint. Have a good night, Georgina. Yeah, I burned paint. Hey, what do you guys think about this tire dressing? My 1 year go-to is Phobic. I use thick, slim. I use pans. I use those are the ones I use mainly. What do you guys think about the tire dressing? What do you think it is? What we got? Yeah, Wanda approved. Wanda approved it. She's the one who tested it because she's called us out on live and said it sucked. Nah, that's DIYs. It's DIYs. See, none of you's got it. Nah, it's DIY. That tire dressing was DIY's tire dressing. I think we got all the ones. You get any the top coating. Like when you say top, what do you mean? The most expensive one? Or what are you trying to get? Because all of them will last long. That DIY tire dressing was wild, dude. Probably last one wash, but it looks nice. Last one wash, but it looks good. The girls used, they were testing out Jimbo's interior cleaner. They were testing out Yum, and then they used Sword. Yeah, tire dressing is very what you like. Because even when you do it for customers, like, I told you a story about that one time I put Ghost on this lady's customer. She got pissed because I couldn't get it off. Hey, Slick, what do you mean? Let me know. What's up? She got pissed because I couldn't take it off. You got Quartz Phobic, Odin, Thick Slim, Clean by Pan 8 year. And then the Garage Therapy one. Oh, Kataba's one is wild. I have to ask them what they thought about it. I just want them to try it. It smells good. I think Odin, if you're looking for like gloss, Odin's gloss is wild. The darkening effect on Odin is real nice. I want to hear what Slick has to say about this DIY thing. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, Ghost, dude, that stuff lasts a year. You put that Ghost is a commitment. You do the tires right, that Ghost is a commitment. Yeah, Kataba tires dressing is real nice. I just for knobby tires, I didn't feel like taking out the microfiber, so I just sprayed it on let it. Yeah, we're Slick at. He went Ghost. He just he said what he said and left. Slick, where you at? Yeah, Car Pro Dark Side is good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lazy. So you use it in a pump sprayer or what? How do you use it? Hey, Brandon Nixon, what I learned is it depends on what cleaner you use too. There's some cleaners that interact different with that. I just use a strong cleaner or their wheel and tire cleaner system. Like, put it on, do it, and then I hit it with a solvent, and then I put it on, and zero streaks. Nero is good, but I think Ghost lasts longer than Nero. Yeah, you wanna like you gotta clean the tires. No, I didn't come up with nothing. They did. ADS came up with their own names and stuff. I didn't come up with nothing from ADS. Yeah, Ghost is a commitment, but you put Ghost on the right way, it looks nice. I don't know. You have to ask them for that. Yeah, send me the foaming bottle because that's interesting. All my DIY pads are warping like paper. I don't know what that means. It's freaking hilarious. We'll have to ask Ivan. I don't. I just used DIY today. No issues, but neither here nor there, right? Yeah, if you use Guardian straight, it does. The commitment's not as long though. What would you change the scent to Loki to, bro? What would make you happy, Tanner? Hey, you look pretty.
Thank you.
Dang, what you dressed up for?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Hey, what we changing the scent, Tanner? To what? Tanner's one of those. He'll tell you what he wants, and then it tells you doesn't know how to use product, and then blames the product, not himself. Tanner's one of those that turns into a Karen about chemicals when he sucks at using it.
Love you, Dad.
Love you.
Come.
Tanner's the one who blames everybody else for his mistakes. Oh, it didn't work. Your stuff sucks. Infinity couldn't get Infinity to work. Poor guy. Tanner's. That's funny. Tanner's been taking it. Tanner's taking it vein down for sure. For sure. Tanner, I need a scent. Like you telling me it doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense to me. What like if you think of a scent that you would want to use on a daily, what scent would it be? I'll take any suggestions. Any suggestions would be great. Let me know. What we got here? What else we got? Sugar Plum Daddy's a dope scent. Tanner. Tanner eats two Snickers, vein up and down at the same time. That's wild. He says almost any other popular scent, but doesn't tell me a scent. That doesn't help me. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's we got the raws. I think last Monday. They're making it up now, and we should have it in the store soon. Tobacco and mahogany scent. That'd be dope. Tiki wood would be a good recommendation. Tiki wood, but doesn't another brand use tiki wood? Who does it? Who uses tiki wood? I think Clinto uses for the interior stuff, like the leather stuff, and I think Superfoam or SF, right? Superfoam from um, this brand uses it. Coach Kemi. A green apple scent. Hmm. Hmm. What does everybody think? We switch Loki scent to a green apple scent? Yeah, saddlewood. Okay, that's what it's. Saddlewood. Tiki wood is another scent. Okay, tiki wood is something else. Wait, but you know the Stay Strong scent is the same scent as Nemesis, right? The new Lightning scent is like Apport Orchard. Yeah, this it smells insane. Or is it the active foam that smells nuts? The Coach Kemi active foam smells wild. Look, 2-1, Tanner. No one wants us to change it. We keeping it. Yeah, Saddlewood is slaps. Yeah, Stay Strong and Nemesis shared the same. Yeah, the new Lightning smells Apple Orchard. Yeah, Stay Strong. Active foam smells wild. That's that. Yeah, that's active foam scent is insane. Chat said suck it, Tanner. Chat's like we ain't changing it. Keep Loki as is. You heard it. Look, there's like 8 people in here say keep Loki as is. Hey, Brandon Nixon, what kind of scent would you want on our watch for a Christmas thing? Because I think that would be dope. Like 16-ounce bottles. Yeah, Coach Kemi makes bangers. Yeah, it's strawberry coconuts is what Nemesis is. It's the same thing as Stay Strong. John John Weber's wild, dude. I like flowery scents. Yeah, apple pie scent for Loki will probably be wild, or for a Christmas scent. Yeah, yeah, I will start working on that because I'll be nuts. Frankincense smells good. If you haven't smelled frankincense, that smells good. Please look, Tanner. Please. Oh snap, Tanner, you're getting roasted. Yeah, the Irish Spring scent smells good from that green one. Yeah, we should do a poll, like what kind of Christmas scent we form for a soap and do it. You know what we should do? We should do a Christmas scent for a soap and then another Christmas scent for like a detail spray. Pumpkin spice. I'm not gonna lie, dude. PSL's pumpkin spice latte slaps. Slaps. That sounds so good right now. PSL right now will hit different. You know what's busting? Adams came out with this Christmas scent soap that was just touched by God. I don't know what it's called, but it smells wild. Cinnamon bun, yeah, that'll be good. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Slick autos. I mean, Adam has some sleepers, bro. Don't sleep on Adams. Their stuff slaps. Turkey and stuffing, nah, no Thanksgiving. The problem is that you have to order enough to make it worthwhile, right? Can I do a video about Fine Lab wheel coating? Yeah, I could do that. It'll probably be in the future. Yeah, I could do that. That'd be a good video. Nah, I'm telling you, I don't want to do that truck at all, bro. Ah. Uh Tanner, you still using Fine Lab or what? What have you been using from Fine Lab lately? Apple pie sounds like a winner. Apple pie would sound good. Do Trump, do Trump cologne for the 4th of July? That's nuts. Apple pie. Apple pie. Nah, I'm gonna do the truck. I gotta finish it. No, we tried vanilla. You want to hear the horror story for vanilla? We had vanilla scent inside of Shield for the first time, and it smelled like cheeks. No, it smelled. It was a terrible smell. Yeah, it was. Vanilla smelled bad. It was the worst smell I've ever smelled in a interior dressing. We tried to put a scent in Sword, but it ate itself. I don't know if that's possible or not, but it started turning brown in the bottle, and it started turning brown, and the scent started smelling ratchet. Yeah, sugar cookies for Christmas sound wild. I don't know. That's a good idea for Christmas. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm not flicking you off. I'm just scrolling. Yeah, we need another collab item. We should do another collab. Hmm. Hmm. We should see if Yum can make something that would be a collab item. That'd be pretty cool. All right, guys. Look, I love you all, but if I don't leave, I'm gonna be on here all day. I gotta go. I'm gonna exit this. I appreciate everyone for staying on for so long. Hope you had fun this Saturday morning doing this live. Um, appreciate everyone. I'm gonna go get the truck done. I'm out. I'm out. See you guys.